Are you wondering where to literally find the best hires? You've probably tried sourcing on job sites, on LinkedIn. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look into our data as a recruitment agency. We've been operating for 10 years. We've been specializing in remote hire or VA or remote worker recruiting for the past 5 years or so. I can tell you what the data is showing us based on our experience. So this is where we find superstars, and perhaps this is where you should be looking for superstars as well. Okay, so number one source on our list is, drumroll, LinkedIn. So we use a LinkedIn subscription tool called Recruiter Lite. The main recruiter subscription is too expensive for most people. I would not recommend this unless you are an enterprise user with several thousand employees. It is not worth the money to get the full-blown recruiter tool. Use Recruiter Lite or SalesNav. That's what I would recommend. Much more cost effective. Now, from Recruiter Lite, you have a lot of search filters that you can use, that you can customize, and you can experiment with. And this is where we've got most of our hires. Almost half of our hires have come from LinkedIn. 48% in total have come from LinkedIn. Recruiter Lite is more than 2/3 of that amount, which means that probably around close to 30% of our hires have come from Recruiter Lite as a tool. Now, the other LinkedIn category is non-Recruiter Lite, doing manual searches on just the free LinkedIn accounts. What is the reason for this? Well, most superstars are not necessarily going to be actively out there on job boards searching for jobs because, number one, they're engaged, they're happy where they are, they're too busy to be job hunting. But most of the time, maybe 50% of the time, if you reach out to them with the right messaging, they will reply, and they might be somebody you can attract and convert as a hire. Number two source is actually Online Jobs PH. We're getting around 32% of our superstar hires for clients. So I think the caveat here is that you have to know how to use your job boards properly. If you post out a job ad, most likely 90% of the time, and 90% of the applications you receive is gonna be trash. Let's face it, there's a lot of people who don't have the skills that you're looking for, and you're going to be filtering through a lot of resumes. And we accept that. 10% of applicants that come in through OLJ or other job boards are actually going to be worth talking to, worth interviewing, worth doing the next steps with, and that's okay. If you're keeping the tap on for certain roles, especially if at your company you have high value roles, which are very, very, very critical to you, keep the tap on. Keep those job listings up on Online Jobs PH, Indeed, not necessarily throughout the year. Maybe have them on for a few weeks, put them down, put them up again after a few weeks, maybe once a month. Put some variations on the job titles or on the job descriptions, because it may backfire on you when applicants start seeing your job ads and say, why haven't they filled this role yet? There must be something wrong with this company. So that's a quick tip I can give you. Try to put some variation on your job ads. Keep the tap on. Make sure you're able to monitor, and make sure you're able to find the rare gems from these job boards. Okay, next on our list is actually Indeed and Facebook, both coming in at 6%. Facebook groups, if you find the right group, then you can get lucky. The application volume is not going to be a lot from Facebook groups, so you can't rely on Facebook groups all the time. Same with Indeed. Indeed would work for some roles, and it wouldn't work for other roles. We're a recruitment agency, and we have to pay for Indeed job ads, which can be quite expensive. But if you're not an agency and you're a direct employer, you get some free credits on Indeed, and I would recommend using Indeed depending on the type of role. 5% of our hires are coming from referrals, applicant referrals, candidate who refer. We could ask them, hey, anyone you would like to recommend for certain roles, and they get back to us and they recommend. Referrals usually give you very, very high conversion rate and very good level of quality. There's a big chance that your employees know people who are similar to them, doing similar roles, vertical or skill set, then there's a good chance that you can generate hires from referrals. The learning here is that targeted sourcing is such an effective way to find superstars. You can find pretty much good hires from job ads. But if you can't find what you need from job ads, you probably need to look into targeted sourcing using LinkedIn or one of LinkedIn's subscription tools like Recruiter Lite or SalesNav.